In this video, we will explore data preparation recommendations, which intelligently suggest enrichments and transformations to data. To explore this feature, we'll use a fictional customer account detailed dataset, which contains full customer details. Once loaded, we can see that this dataset includes name, address, email, phone numbers, as well as confidential data, such as credit card numbers and social security numbers. When a dataset is uploaded, all columns in the dataset are profiled to identity patterns, geographic data, and sensitive information based on recommendations. The spinning icon and processing bar indicate that data profiling is going to generate recommendations. These will appear once data profiling is completed. Clicking on the preparation script icon shows a list of recommendations and data prep steps that will be applied to the dataset. As data profiling completes, recommendations are shown on the right pane. Generated recommendations can be classified into two categories. The first is transformations. Transformations include obfuscation, data extraction, and concatenation. The second is enrichments, which include geo-enrichments and generic enhancements. Guessing gender based on name, enrich month with season name, etc. Recommendations are grouped by columns. By clicking on the column from the drop-down list, users can view recommendations generated for that particular column. Recommendations can also be generated for a column by clicking directly on the column. Columns with sensitive information like credit card numbers and social security numbers are masked and the recommendation for obfuscation or removal. Selected recommendations will be added as a step to the preparation script on the left-hand side and will be shown when the data recommendation is applied. Clicking on the recommendation steps shows a preview of how the data will look. Users can modify any recommendation formula by either clicking on Edit or the pencil icon shown here on the Recommendations step. Clicking on the results will show what the data will look like after applying all selected recommendations. Expression-based extraction recommendations are generated using patterns found in the column values. For example, extracting domain from email or year from the date. In this case, we want to extract birth year from the birth date of the customer. Click on Birth Date column and select Extract Year from Birth Date. Preview will highlight both original column and newly added columns. In this case, original birth date is highlighted in green and the added column year is highlighted in light orange. Enrichments are another class of recommendations. They provide extra information about a column that may not be in the original dataset. For example, if a country or city column is detected in the data, it can add population as well as other factors. Generic enrichments include enriching names with gender and months with season names. Another handy data transformation recommendation is concatenation. Here, it is recommended to perform concatenate with first and last name. All typical data preparation operations like renaming a column, changing upper and lower case column names are also added as steps to the preparation script in addition to the provided recommendations. Users can also add, modify or delete data preparation steps. For example, I would like to convert email values to lowercase for consistency purposes. All inbuilt data preparation features like logical operations, aggregate operations, string and math functions can be used to enrich the data along with recommendations. Selecting a step in the data preparation script shows all the operations done until that step and highlights the operations performed in that step only. In this example, our highlighted step shows that we are masking the first 12 digits of the customer's credit card number. Clicking on Results shows a preview of data with all recommendations and the data preparations operations that have been applied to it. Users can hide the Recommendations pane by clicking on the Recommendations toggle icon at the bottom of the screen. Finally, clicking on Apply Script applies the operations in the same sequence as they appear in the preparation script. The Data Elements pane shows new columns added by recommendations and data prep steps along with the original columns. All of these transformed added columns can be used for visualizing your new dataset. We've just provided an overview of data preparation recommendations and how they can enrich and transform your data. Thank you for watching.